Hit it. Whose house?
Sports House.
Hello everybody, welcome to Sports House. I'm your host JT, and today I'm going to talk about the Washington Commanders in their 2025 season. The 2025 season for Washington Commanders has been very disappointing because last year they went to the NFC Championship and they beat two very tough teams in the playoffs, being Detroit and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now we all thought, everybody expected Tampa Bay to eliminate the Washington Commanders in the first round of the wild card, but no, that's not what happened. They proved everybody wrong as the ultimate underdog, and they went all the way to the NFC Championship. But even though they got blown out by the Eagles, that was a Super Bowl chance. So it's not as bad to get blown out with a Super Bowl chance to someone that's not winning the Super Bowl. But in 2025, we expect them to actually make the Super Bowl this year. There's high expectations for this team. But they went 5-12, and they had a very disappointing year. A key reason they had a very disappointing year is because they had major key injuries. They had their star quarterback, Jayden Daniels. He went out hurt. Zach Ertz went out hurt. And Marshawn Lattimore, he went out hurt. And they had plenty more injuries, but that's just a few of them. Their defense also hasn't been great this whole year. The defense total. They signed a bunch of veterans, aging players on their roster this year. They didn't have that much youth on this team, which is one reason they do good, because these veterans, they're so banged up, they get hurt sometimes. That's why you need the youth and the backups to get up there. But they didn't have great backups either. I mean, Marcus Mariota, when Jayden Daniels got hurt, when he came in, he was an average quarterback. He did a little well. But then when Marcus Mariota got hurt, they had to sign Tez Johnson for free agency. So it just went on and on with the injuries. But this defense and the defensive coordinator, they got to the point, the head coach, Dan Quinn, he had to start calling defensive plays himself. So when in this free agency period, when they're signing and hiring people, I don't know if they already hired the new defense coordinator, but if they haven't, they need to hire a decent defense coordinator with experience and play calling. So he would know what he's doing when he get in there. So I got some free agent targets they can get in free agency to help them improve. They got this edge, Arnold Ebike from Atlanta. He had a very surprising year, and he proved everybody wrong. And he's going to be entering free agency this year. So he'll be a good pickup for Washington, too. Or they can get Odafe Oweh from Los Angeles Chargers. He's been part of this good Chargers defense for years, and he's been balling out, too. And now, if George Pickens does go to free agency, he doesn't re-sign with the Dallas Cowboys, they could get George Pickens to put him on the other side of Terry McLaurin. Because the Debo and Terry McLaurin experiment didn't work because they was never on the field at the same time. There was only a few games when they was on the field at the same time because both of them kept getting hurt. When one come back, the other one would get hurt, and we never got to see them just come back. So what I think they need to do is cut Debo, cut Lattimore, and maybe cut Larry Tunsil. It depends what they're going to do with him. So if George Pickens don't sign with Dallas Cowboys, he'll be a great pickup for him. Bryce Hall, he'll be a great pickup. They need to try to get him because he'll balance out that running back room with Jacoby Brissett. Them two, that'll be a running back duo. That'll be very great for the Washington Commanders. Now, in the draft, they got number 7 pick in the first round. What they need to do, if he's on the board at that time, is draft Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs is a very great safety from Ohio State. They need to draft him. They do not need to pass on him if he's still on the board. Because Caleb Downs, he will come in there. He'll be an impact player. He's one of them players that would come to the NFL. He would just start balling out and become a Pro Bowler in his rookie year. It's very possible for someone like him. And if he's not up there, it's very unlikely. But if Ruben Bain Jr., if he slides and Caleb Downs get picked by someone above him, they need to pick Ruben Bain Jr. too. Because their pass rush was not great this year. And Ruben Bain Jr., it would certainly help their pass rush and get to the quarterback. They can also take Cardinal Tate, the wide receiver from Ohio State. If there's no good wide receiver in free agency, and they just feel like they need a wide receiver to put on the other side of Terry McLaurin, they can get Cardinal Tate out of Ohio State because there's a high chance he'll be on that board when they're on the board. It depends if the Giants or the Browns will take him. There's some targets for the 3rd round pick. They can get Cole Brever. He's a defensive tackle from Texas. He's 6'2", 300-pound athletic. He's an athletic beast. He's been cooking in college football for the last 3 years or so. He's been helping their defense. They can also get Harold Pickens Jr. He's from edge rusher from LSU. He's been balling out too. He's just similar to Cole Beathard, but they both can pass us very well and get past the offensive line. They're very athletic. So that'd be a good pick for the Washington Commanders. So the ultimate question people are asking also is if they can hire, they should fire Dan Quinn. I think they shouldn't fire Dan Quinn because most of the reason that was bad this year is because of the injury stuff. So if they fire Dan Quinn, that's going to be a big opportunity, and they might get rid of a good head coach. Because Dan Quinn, I think he's a good defensive-minded head coach. So they should keep him and draft Caleb Downs and see what he can do with him. And maybe give him 2 more years, and if it don't work out, then fire him. That's all I got for today, y'all. Welcome. Thank you for watching, y'all. See you in the next one.